It's right this way.
Thank you. Are you Jimmy?
I am, yeah. Tom?
Right, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you, buddy. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Express. How do you feel? How do you like the office?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I've read a lot about you and really like the culture. So
Yeah. Good man. Good man.
Excited.
Yeah. So this is the interview phase, Tom. I've seen CV. I was fully impressed. I think that you've got the key characteristics and the person specification that we're looking for in the company. So we invited you today for the interview. It's just a 10-minute, sort of the get to know each other phase. I want to know a little more about you. Which we'll get straight into it. Brings me to my first question: is what can you tell me about yourself then? Who is Tom Simpson?
Yeah, so I've grown up in Liverpool. I moved to Sheffield, to Sheffield Hallam to go to university. I wanted a bit of independence, and I've really loved every minute I've been there. I've achieved a 2-1 grade, and I've used a few modules that I can use in this company, such as understanding and managing customers, which has really helped me interaction with customers, and I've done managing for success as well. That's really been an eye-opener into what is the requirements of managers and how to go about managing a team, because obviously the progression through is into management.
Yeah,
something I'm interested in. I've worked in Tesco's for the last 5 years. I think I've come to the end of the road at the time in retail. It's not the way I want to go and progress my career, so I could have gone into the management of that, but I feel like I'd rather try something in sales area.
Yeah, that's perfect. So, for your own personal performances, and what can you tell me what your main strengths are, Tom?
Yeah, so I'd say one of my main strengths is teamwork.
Yeah.
I've managed and created a 5-a-side and 11-a-side football team, winning both leagues.
Good man.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
Centre mid.
Stevie G. Yeah, I thought so. Good man.
Yeah. So I was really happy with that, and obviously last year we won it. A group of lads who didn't know each other, we brought them all together, and by the end of it, we looked like a really good team.
Yeah.
And beat the Hallam first team, so really
Awesome.
overachieved in the face of adversity.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So obviously with strengths, comes weaknesses. Have you got any key weaknesses?
Key weaknesses, I'd say I can't say no.
Yeah.
Whether that be overtime or working in a team, like the workload. So in the teamwork, say if people in my group were struggling with their sections, I wouldn't just complete my section and that'd be it. I'd help them and make sure that we got the right standards and good quality, and also that they understand what parts that they were supposed to be doing, that they really understand it, so in the future they can do it effectively.
Yeah, that's great.
And also with the overtime, I feel like if a manager asks me to do something, I'm really willing to do it, because I want the money, and also it shows me work ethic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. So for this job, as I'm sure you'll be aware, there's a vast majority of competition, Tom. We had over 50 applicants for 5 positions. I went through each CV, critically evaluated every single one to draw up my top 20 candidates, so to speak, which is obviously why you sat here. So what I want to know now, Tom, is why should I hire you, and why do you want to work for Express?
Yeah, so the key things that I feel Express are looking for is not only teamwork and customer service, but I think what sets me aside is that I've got relevant experience in sales. Not only that, it's just the whole sales aspect is not only it's communication, as well as going out there and having the tenacity to do it. So I've demonstrated communication through going out and speaking and maintaining a good client rapport, but also I've had the tenacity to go out there and try again even when you get knocked down. So it was first year summer, it was roasting hot, I was in my suit, all my mates had come back from university wanting to go out and get drunk and stuff like that, as I was working in Tesco's on a night shift, and in the day I'd be going around the docks. I'd have to get the train to the docks and have to walk around absolutely sweating, going into these business-to-business companies and trying to develop and maintain relationships.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times you get knocked down, you've always got to go back and maybe the next one.
Yeah.
Will work.
It's a great attitude to have, Tom, and you know that I feel that attitude. You know, we'll definitely take you far in life. That's a great answer there. So, within the business environment, I'm sure, like you've mentioned at university, you have had certain planning modules which emphasise the effect and the importance of short and medium and long term plans. It's no different at Express. We've got our long term plans, as you know, which involves to expanding to future markets in emerging economies. So for yourself, have you got a 5-year plan?
Well, if I was successful in getting this job, obviously the first 6 months was training, and then say for the next 2 years I'd want to demonstrate my ability to successfully sell as a salesman, and prove that my worth, and then follow and learn my trade. Following from that, I want to progress into the management role, and within 5 years I want to be managing a team that's one of the most successful in the company, if not the most successful.
Yeah, that's again, it's another great answer. So as I'm sure you are aware, like I said, there's in our salary area of the application form, we leave that purposely blank. And the reason for that is because we want to, sort of get a feel of your negotiation skills and how you deal with that face-to-face negotiation phase. So, what salary do you expect?
Well, after primary research, through speaking to Gene.
Yeah. Oh, Gene. Yeah, we know Gene.
Yeah. The first year would be around 12. The base salary is 20,000. You get 4,800 car commission allowance, and then you get uncapped commission. So roughly around 30 to 35,000 in the first year.
Yeah.
Second year, if you build and maintain your portfolio of clients successfully, you can earn 50,000.
Yeah.
And third year, 70 or beyond.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I do really apply myself and I have the right nurturing, I can flourish and go even beyond that.
Yeah, that's perfect. So, obviously, as conducting your primary research and speaking to Gene has highlighted, there is quite a lot of money to be made by working here. But setting that aside, why else would you want to work? Why else do you want to work here?
Yeah, well, the first thing that caught my eye was the training.
Yeah.
It's really high quality training, and Gene's told me through referral that it is something that would really benefit me and make me progress as a salesman.
Yeah.
Not only that, is the fast track career development. I do want to progress really fast and make it into not being just a salesman. I want to be a manager.
Yeah.
And manage a team, and that's something that really caught my eye. The other thing was the culture, really vibrant culture. It allows me to be my own boss, creative, and get where I want to be.
Yeah, that's a great answer. So, in terms of motivational factors then, Thomas, what is your your key drivers? What motivates you to get out of bed in the morning and put your suits on and drive?
Well, I've worked in Tesco's for the last 5 years, and I'd say for the last year I've been pretty demotivated. However, I've wanted to stick at it because I'm quite loyal to the company. I've got shares involved. I really like the staff, but it's flexibility of being able to go back over summer to Tesco's, at home, transferring and uni, and still having a job because I needed the money.
Yeah.
However, I am quite extrinsically motivated. I feel like after watching my dad with company cars and say overnight stays in hotels,
Yeah.
I thought that's something that would really motivate me.
Yeah.
So I'm quite extrinsically motivated through cars, through trips abroad. I've seen on the website an opportunity to go on a trip away.
Yeah.
And obviously the other thing that motivates me is success. I really want to get some figures on the paper and be able to prove that I am like a successful salesman. As in Tesco's, it's only feedback through like customers that can show my success. As I want to get some figures down to like be able to show progression.
So you want to benchmark your progression, so to speak.
Yeah, so if I can show I've made 30 grand in first year, 50 grand second year, 70 grand third year, it shows
Yeah.
I'm improving.
Yeah.
And with the success obviously comes the money
Yeah.
and the financial reward,
Yeah.
which was obviously a major motivator as well.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Tom. So here at Express, we pride ourselves on being a strong team. You know, as a footballer and as manager and captain of the team that we previously mentioned that we set up, you'll understand how having a strong team can benefit you. And it's the bank same in business, as I'm probably sure you're aware of, and you've studied at university. So my final question to you, Tom, is what makes a good team player? What do you believe makes a good team player?
Okay, so well, obviously you've got to be an effective communicator. I've demonstrated that in group projects and as a team player.
Yeah.
However, I think an important aspect that I learned through managing for success is you've got to listen as well. You've not only got to like be able to communicate to your team, but you've got to listen to what they say. This is a great way to identify strengths, weaknesses, and then obviously you apply that to the certain tasks. So if somebody's really strong at something, you're gonna put them onto that role and make sure everyone's strengths are fitting to the task to have the best success and most efficiency and effectiveness
Yeah.
of the task.
Yeah, that's I definitely agree with that, Tom. Again, as throughout this interview, you've demonstrated your understanding for the business as well as your key drivers and your motivators, and I've got to say I'm fully impressed. So the final stage of the interview, Tom, is it's a chance for you to ask any underlying questions you've got for myself, and I'll obviously do my best as well to answer those questions in great detail for you.
Okay, I've got a few.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
What is your favourite part about working for Express Vending?
Well, my favourite part personally, as the director, obviously I get my perks as well, but it's the platform that I believe that you're made available to. You know, as you said, working at Tesco's, you're restricted as to what and what you can't do. You've got to report to your managers. You've got to stick to the company policy, so to speak. With working at Express, essentially you're self-employed. You're responsible for everything that you're doing, day-to-day activities. You're responsible for building the relationships and the rapport with the customers, for your own personal performance. It's all down to you. Ultimately, if it goes well, you get 100% of the credit. If it goes wrong, you've only got yourself to blame. You know, I believe coming out of university, having that platform, you talk about how you wanna flourish. You're only going to be able to flourish if you've got the right platform to do so, which at Express it certainly will. Not only that, as you stated, you want the company car, the expenses, all that is provided. As you'll be maintaining the relationships. Sometimes you'll have to stop over at hotels, and again that's covered by all the expenses. Which again, it's a nice benefit. It's nice to live the sort of lavish lifestyle. It just adds that. element of, you know, luxuriousness to the job.
Yeah, sure. The other question is, I've been to London a few times.
Yeah.
I've been twice to football Wembley. I've also been on a school trip
Yeah.
to the city centre, stayed there for a night and went to Bloomberg and places like that.
Yeah, nice.
But I just want to ask personally, what have you felt living in London?
I'm a northerner as such as yourself, Tom. I'm from Sheffield, so it's not too far away.
That's where I went to university.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's probably so. Living in London, it's definitely a big, in terms of culture and how busy it is. It's definitely a big change. However, you say you're a football man. You've got numerous football clubs you can choose to follow. You know, you've got the sightseeing if you're into the, you know, the tourist side of things, such as Big Ben, Buckingham Palace. You've got all them you can see. If you're in touch with, you know, your nature side, you can go to places like Kensington Gardens, you know, where the Chelsea flower show is.
Oh,
So London it's so diverse. You've got the music scene, you've got the nightclub scene. It's the capital of England for a reason. Do you know, it is great. However, I will mention there's a lot of negative stigma about transportation links in London, and it can, you know, it's the capital city. It's going to be busy within the centre. However, as you're well aware, we're located in the north of London, where right now we're in a place called Harrow, and you know, you've got the motorway, the M25 to get straight out of London, you know, as you'll be working. So the transportation links as such, they won't really directly apply to you. But all in all, it's a great place to live.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, my final question is, my dad's a salesman, there's a lot of driving involved.
Yeah.
How much is it just based around London, or how much driving is there?
Yeah. So no, in this job, Tom, no day will ever be the same. As I've stated, you've got the platform. You're responsible for maintaining your relationships and rapport with the customers. Now, if successful, you'll be responsible for the south of England. So the furthest north you'll be going is Birmingham, but you could end up as far east as Ipswich. You could end up as far as southwest as Plymouth. So, you know, if for example, you're in Plymouth one day, you could be in Ipswich next.
Yeah.
So there couldn't be a significant amount of driving. We've got a policy whereas if the distance travelled, if you travel and you're on the road for over 3 hours, then you're allowed to go down the night before. We'll put you up in the hotel and stuff so you can feel replenished and maintain a good reputation and relationships we've got with us clients. But to answer your question, yeah, they can be. But then again, you could have weeks where you're just within a 30-mile radius of every single job.
Yeah.
You could have a week where it's every distance is over 200 miles. So
sounds really good to do, like, travelling.
yeah,
So.
good man. Yeah. So is that everything, Tom?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it, thanks.
All right then.
It's been really good.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, you've done a great job. And I'll be sure, you know, within the next couple of days you'll find out how you've done, and I'll let you know if you're successful or not.
Yeah, look forward to hearing
Yeah.
from you soon.
Have a good day, mate. Yeah.
Right, bye.